Hello, lambs and everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am Sunny LaRue, also known as the professional martini drinking blogger, back again with another P. Diddy update. But before we get into all of the shenanigans that is P. Diddy, Sean Diddy, whatever he calls himself these days, I call him Dun Diddy. Please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you won't miss out on breaking news, updates, recaps, reviews, lives, and more. It is the freest and easiest way to support the channel. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, I'm on all platforms. My handle is at SunnyLaRue17 or simply Google SunnyLaRue17, and all of my social media links as well as my website and podcast will populate, and you can follow me through those means. Now, I'm going to start the countdown, and then we're going to get into the Diddy of all of this shenanigans. Hey, my lambs, welcome. Come on in, grab a seat, get your yak, and let's talk. Let's just get right into it. So, the talk of the town right now is the CNN explosive video. I'm not going to show it again. Y'all already seen it. If you have not seen it, Instagram it, and it's out there. You guys can easily find it, or I'll leave links to the two videos that I did in reference to this story. So P. Diddy is now apologizing on his Instagram. And well, I'm going to play the apology and then you and I will talk. Yeah, we will talk.
But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go in rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Well, first of all, God is like, how did I get in this? Isn't it something? Every time someone does something, it's a saying like when someone goes to jail, they seek out God and they ask God for forgiveness. Why couldn't you have that in your heart? You know, if you had God in your heart, P. Diddy, Puff Combs, whatever you calling yourself these days, then we wouldn't be sitting here talking about this or talking about you. And Cassie wouldn't have went through what she went through with you. That's number one. And God don't want to be associated with this kind of nonsense. I mean, you say you got to repent and do all this stuff, but your actions hasn't shown anything. Secondly, the video also tells me that you don't care. I think your publicist is doing damage control at this point. And this publicist is like, you need to put out a video. You need to do this. You need to do that. And somebody's probably standing there with cue cards. Maybe you're drunk, amigo. It's standing there with cue cards, and you're sitting there reading these things off to the world as if you are truly feeling these things. And thirdly, I wonder how many women have been in this situation with you? We know of Cassie, but how many others? But that's not all the news, because a lot of y'all are out there talking and on Instagram, and I'm going to read some of this because I think it's justly so that we read what you guys are out there saying. So Sunny Anderson, Sunny. Hey Sunny, girl, I tried your bag fried chicken. Girl, Sunny Anderson makes the best fried chicken, and she's from the Food Network, okay? And she has this recipe about fried chicken in the bag. I did that. It was delicious. Thank you, Sunny. Anyway, she writes in all caps, body language says you don't even believe your own words. Girl, yes. I saw that too. But like I said, it's as if someone was standing there with cue cards and telling him, here, read this. Damage control. Puff, you need to hire you a new team or something, because it's not looking good for you. Philly Diva. Hi, Philly Diva. I love Philly Diva. We talked about her in a video a couple of weeks ago. She is so awesome. She says, but didn't you say she was lying? Yes. You know what? In fact, let's put that up there. Let's put that up there, because this is what he was saying last week. This is what he was saying last week on his, where'd it go? Oh, sorry, y'all. Time tells truth. That's what he was posting last week, you guys. Yes. And you know what, P. Diddy? Time does tell the truth. Now, Miss Comedian Kimberly posted a whole book on why we should not be downing his tearful apology. And y'all came for Kimberly. But as she says here, the man is posting an apology, and here comes people to tear that down. We're not God, and let us not judge. If half the stuff some of y'all did was put out to the world on video, then some would be totally quiet. She stayed with him years after this video, so she must have forgave him. Okay, girl, look. It's one thing to yell at somebody, Kimberly Comedian on Instagram here. It's one thing to be yelling at someone. It's one thing to be in a relationship and having an argument. Are you not seeing what the rest of the world seen? You didn't see that video? How would you like it if you were in a relationship and the person that you were in a relationship with blackened your eye in an argument? You then do a Tina Turner and gather your stuff up. Wait till that man go to sleep like Tina Turner did. Gather what you could, because you on the run. This woman didn't even have her shoes on. She was putting her shoes on in the elevator, girl. Okay? She's tiptoeing down the hallway not to wake this man up so she can make her escape, only to find this man coming out half naked in a towel and socks, running down the hallway, yelling at her, grabbing her, dragging her down to the ground, kicking her, beating her. And this is after he done blackened her eye. This ain't alleged. This is all happened. He admitted it. We just saw his apology. And we are supposed to feel something for him and not for the victim. And you're sitting here saying, she forgave him, she stayed with him. If you are in an abusive relationship, that's what happens to most people who are in comedian on Instagram. And this is why you're being dragged. And this is what people are talking to P. Diddy and all this stuff, the cancel culture and stuff. Because of people like this, because of people like Kimberly, the comedian on Instagram, Diddy will never be canceled. He would never be canceled. He is like Trump. They can go out and do the most heinous crime. He's done the most heinous thing. And y'all sitting up there trying to forgive him. She goes on to say, with her wisdom, uh, generally praying for all involved, and hopefully people will get back to their own lives issue and stop focusing on others so heavily. Whoever leaked the video, the intentions were not good. It was malicious. Let's all heal and move on in 2024. Well, you know what? They leaked the video to show that what this man was doing is monstrous. We need see, you got me flipping my hair. Kimberly, the comedian on Instagram, got me flipping my freaking hair. Let me tell you something, girl. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to reserve myself here because I think Diddy, what he did is disgusting, and all the stuff that he's been doing. I mean, I wish Wendy Williams right now was on air. I really do wish the queen of daytime was in her right situation where she's on air right now talking about this, because she told stories about P. Diddy. Everybody have stories about P. Diddy. Wendy Williams, I know some local radio DJs out here, and I'm going to say it in it. Mo Kelly, who has the #1 nighttime show on radio right now. Shout out to you, Mo Kelly, and the Mo Kelly crew, Tawala, Mark, all of you guys. They have stories. Everybody who's ever been in the business of music have stories about this man and his malicious, delicious, disgusting behavior. Okay? We need to know where these monsters are, because if P. Diddy never got exposed to this level, he will continue to still do the same thing he's been doing. He would think that he's invincible, and he'll walk over you, Kimberly, the comedian on Instagram. So while you sitting here talking about let's all heal and the person who released it is malicious, you don't think P. Diddy's actions beating that girl like he did on camera and then paying allegedly $50,000 to hide it, you don't think that's malicious? And you wondering why your butt is being dragged on these social media streets. There's people like you that support people like Trump, that support people like P. Diddy, that support people like Kevin Spacey with his crazy ass. And you got Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon Jinn sitting up here talking about give this man some work. I'm not saying cancel him. He's never going to be canceled. Okay? Look at Will Smith, the slap around the world. That man's shopping around a movie that is going to get greenlit. He got that movie with Martin Lawrence coming out. He might not be on the level that he was pre-slapization, but he's back. He's making money. He ain't canceled. And everybody's like, this is the end of P. Diddy. No, because of people like the comedian Kimberly on Instagram, it's not going to be the end of P. Diddy. He might not be as P. Diddy-ish as he was prior to all these things, but he's still going to have, he might not have 10,000 endorsements. He might have 2. We need to know about these predators. We need to know about these monsters. And shout out to CNN for having the balls to go get the scoop. And shout out to whoever held sat on this, knowing, because like I said in my last video, the update, the statute of limitation here in LA County has ended. It's 5 years and that's it. Some of you guys out there talking about let's get a petition started so we can get it like get it longer, like 10 years, 20 years. I don't think that's going to happen. We got an election coming up this year, as you guys know, and that's not going to happen. Not with this governor, not with this LA County DA. That's not going to happen. Now, if it was in Orange County, I'm sure Todd Spitzer, who's the DA down there, would try to do something. But Gascon, the one we got here, he just washed his hand of it, and I, that's it. Legally, there's nothing no one here can do. We have another one here that says, "We love you, Diddy. Everyone makes mistakes." Okay. Another fan, "You don't owe anyone any explanation. These MFers out here acting like saints. Your family for life. I stand with you." Wow. Wow. Cancel culture. Not happening. Here's another one. It is disturbing and inhumane what Diddy did to Cassie, but who are we to judge him? Diddy claimed to be a changed man promoting love a few years ago. It's unfortunate that his past has come back to haunt him, even as a changed man. Well, let's talk about that, because even as a changed person, we all change, we all grow. That is true. But I find that when someone gets their ass in the sling, they're looking, "Oh, I've changed. I seek Jesus. I found God." Come on. And let me tell you something. Everybody, everybody pays for their past. Whatever you do in the past life comes back on you times 2. Times 2. Y'all, my phone's sitting there talking about, "Charge me, bitch." But seriously, times 2. You pay for your past life. I pay for my past life. Everybody, we all do. That's the circle of life. And that's how we grow. But his actions, the only reason he came out with this apology is to do damage control. And someone told him on his team, you need to get behind this. The man is a monster. And once an abuser, always abuser. I don't care how much you change. And he's lucky. P. Diddy is lucky. And I'll say this, and I'll let you guys get back to your beautiful Sunday, because I know y'all got Sunday dinner cooking and stuff. And y'all ain't got time to be listening to P. Diddy and his madness and stuff and his forced apology. But I'll say this, and then y'all can get back to your Sunday dinner. The true Christians who just don't be a Christian when it's convenient to be a Christian, or to find God or Jesus when it's convenient to find God or Jesus. That is the most, okay, let me just get back to what I'm saying, and I'll let you guys go. Diddy is lucky, because if that was any other kind of woman, woke woman, I'm going to quote one of my favorite movies, my favorite books by Stephen King himself, the great Stephen King, Dolores Claiborne. When her husband took that log and bashed her in the back, and she's sitting there, couldn't move or nothing because she wasn't moving fast enough to make his dinner. And he's doing stuff with the little girl, their daughter. She's finding all this stuff out. And Dolores is like, "I had enough." He's sitting in there in his chair, looking all greasy. She comes in there, boom, upside the head, clocked him really good, dropped that axe in his lap and told him to do it and make sure he clean up the mess so their daughter Selena don't see it. Because she said, "The next time you put your hands on me, one of us is going to the boneyard and one of us is going to jail." That's how you do it. I'm not advocating violence here. I'm not advocating, please. I'm not advocating. I shouldn't have said that on live, but he's lucky he didn't have someone that was strong enough to go up against what he was giving out. Because you just don't put your hands on somebody else and don't expect a blowback, whether they defend themselves or whether the blowback is what we're seeing now, the Kraken, the release of the Kraken. Yes, the intentions of releasing the video, I'm sure that the person that gave the CNN the video knew that the statute of limitation had ended. I think it's a message that's being sent to P. Diddy, because he needs to understand he has consequences. Everybody has consequences. And this is only the beginning. But Diddy is not going to be hurt in any way because you got people like what's her name? Comedian Kimberly here on Instagram. You got International Monique 78 here on Instagram. Yeah, I'm calling you guys out. So you got people like that are fans and they're just going to support him. Every monster has a supporter. Jeffrey Dahmer has supporters. Uh, John Wayne Gacy has supporters. The Night Stalker had supporters. Everybody, every monster has supporters. Everybody. But let's look at this monster again. I'll play you the apology again. I'm not going to play that video of him doing what he was doing because that was despicable. But he's lucky that he went up against Cassie and she did not go up against him in that way. Again, I'm not promoting violence in any way. And shout out to those people out there who struggling and have the sense to know to get help and get out of the situation. Shout out to all you guys because it's a tough situation. But I'll play his apology again, and then with that, I'm going to sign off. So I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday dinner, and I'll see you on the next one. Here's Diddy's apology.
Quote to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go on therapy, I'm going to rehab. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.